shining straight in this bright sunshine. Is this the winning ride from Josh Tarling to take his first ever Grand Tour stage? We'll have to wait and see, but for now he's gone faster than anyone else. Josh Tarling, 3 seconds to the good against Jay Vine. That's all he can do, and now the British rider will go to the hot seat.
So after the individual time trial, a return to regular road racing, albeit a very hilly stage 3. To the south of Albania, from Flore to Flore, with 2 really testing climbs and a number of uncategorised climbs along the way. An opportunity for some, perhaps, a responsibility to defend for others, and a real chance that the Maglia Rosa would change hands once more, with Primož Roglič only 1 second ahead of Mads Pedersen and Lidl Trek in second place in the general classification. But how would they control things? The flag dropped, and there was an immediate attack, a flurry of attacks for 15 kilometres, until eventually a 4-rider group ploughed away, spearheaded by Josh Tarling of Ineos Grenadiers. Counter-attack then came eventually, featuring Alessandro Tonelli and Dries de Bont, and those riders joined forces to form a 6-rider breakaway group. It was Tonelli who took the win at the first of 2 intermediate sprints, and then on to the tough Cat 4 categorised climb, holding on to a 3-minute advantage, Dries de Bont already under pressure, and Mark Donovan of Q36.5 springing clear to claim the 3 King of the Mountains points. Tonelli back in 3rd place, picking up just 1 single King of the Mountains point. Lidl Trek controlling the bunch as they went to the Red Bull kilometre, where it was uncontested. Dries de Bont from the breakaway rolling through in 1st place. A cobbled section then on the descent towards the final climb. The 2nd intermediate sprint, Chris Hamilton and Alessandro Tonelli contesting that one. After that, it was on to the big climb of the day. And on the lower slopes, Lorenzo Fortunato sprang clear of the peloton in search of King of the Mountains points. Josh Tarling was gapped by his other teammates at the front of the race. Lorenzo Fortunato and Pello Bilbao on his wheel got across to Chris Hamilton and Alessandro Tonelli. Hamilton was then dropped. Lorenzo Fortunato, with Bilbao, going over the top of the Cat 2 climb and picking up 18 points to take control of the King of the Mountains competition. And as the bunch came over, just 50 seconds down, UAE Team Emirates and Juan Ayuso, for positioning and safety on the descent, went to the front of the bunch. Not much changed on the descent, despite the best efforts of Pello Bilbao to try and eke out a bit of a advantage to play with, as they descended towards the coastal road, and Primož Roglič and Mads Pedersen, along with a lot of the other GC favourites, all of them in fact, and some other fast men, safely in a reduced bunch. They hit the coastal road, they swept up Pello Bilbao and Lorenzo Fortunato, and it got ever faster and ever more narrow on the sinuous and sometimes technical approach to the finish line in Flore. In the final kilometre then, after Giulio Ciccone, it was the turn of the white jersey. Once again, Matthias Vacek with the Maglia Ciclamino, Mads Pedersen on his wheel to do a monstrous lead-out.
Vacek still on the front, and it's Marcialusi. Fiorelli on the wheel then, trying to find room ahead of Stefano Oldani. Still Vacek goes, but now it's Pedersen. Pedersen explodes on the front. Corbin Strong alongside him. Corbin Strong from New Zealand, but Pedersen is going to hold them all off. Win number 2 for Mads Pedersen, and with it, the Maglia Rosa. Perfection from Pedersen and from Lidl Trek. They have done it. What a day of racing that was.
In such good form, Lidl Trek then, as a unit, rode tactically to perfection, and a great lead out once more from Matthias Vacek. So win number 2 for Mads Pedersen, and this one had the significance of taking with it a time bonus of 10 seconds, which put him back in the Maglia Rosa and ahead of Primož Roglič now by 9 seconds in an otherwise unchanged GC. A stranglehold already emerging on the Maglia Ciclamino as he picks up another 25 points to extend his lead to 54. Change in the King of the Mountains competition, Lorenzo Fortunato taking over. And in the white jersey, Matthias Vacek still leads the way. Still in control of the white jersey field, pretty much unchanged in the top 7 positions.